All right, so this team in this league is the first team, or the first time we've ever played them. They're new to this league. A few teams dropped out, unfortunately. This team filled one of those spots, so we don't know how good they are. We didn't know anyone on the team, and we didn't know how it was going to go. We saw some of their previous results from the first week, and we were kind of questioning things, so we'll see how this one goes. We're going to talk about these pants a little bit at the end. These are the McKenney XPG2 Pro Elite. I guess that's what they're called. That's what they're called. And we're going to talk a little about these at the end of why I bought them, and won't go into a full review, but we'll just talk about a few things on here and what I've kind of noticed with them. So we'll see that on the other side. And you want to support the channel, and you need a base layer and a protective, kind of supportive base layer that helps protect your growing as well as your hips. Check out the Konekt. This is the Pro 1.0 pant, so this one is not quite as restrictive, and this is kind of tight right here in this X pattern. You might have seen these as Under Armour before, or Bauer for the hockey specific ones. There's also the Core 3.0, which is a lot stiffer, as you can see. Really helps protect my growing and keeping it kind of in place and make sure it doesn't overstretch itself. There's a discount code, and you click the link in the description. Use that discount code to get a discount off, help support myself, as well as get you some pretty awesome base layer pants that really do help with injury prevention and help stabilize your core while playing. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel without buying anything, check out links in the description to Patreon, buy me a coffee. Everything through there comes, again, back into the channel so I can make more content and doing real reviews.
Y'all ready for this?
So as you could see from that game, I didn't have a ton of work to do. My team dominated this game, to be honest, and for the most of it. And there wasn't a ton of major chances I had to deal with. And even if there really was, I think my team was just going to outshoot them to win anyways, no matter what. So even if they ended up getting a lead, I'm pretty sure my team would just stepped on the gas more, because that kind of felt like how the whole kind of game went for it. So for the first goal, I have a ton of D back. It's like 2 on kind of 4. There's a bunch of people back checking, which is great to see, but we are kind of on the wrong side of the puck here. It kind of becomes a bit of a 2-on-1, kind of a 2-on-0. Passes across the ice. Pass isn't that good. Hits the forward skate, comes back out in front of the net, and my D tries to grab it and kind of sweep it forward. Unfortunately, it hits the tip of his stick, goes under my pad, hits my leg, and goes in. So it's kind of a play that went all over the place. I actually asked my D, I was like, how did this go in? Like, did he put it through my legs? Like, what happened here? And my D actually told me that, no, he tipped it through your legs. And I was like, did he? I didn't really know how that happened. And as you can see, my D put this one in off me. Kind of a frustrating goal. Like, it's not a big deal or anything, but yeah, that one just hit my D, the toe of my D stick, unfortunately. It goes under my pad because I'm stretching out. Just goes in, so not a whole lot you can do with that one. The next one is just an absolutely awful goal. I don't know what I was doing. I kind of get set for the shot, but then I just kind of move away from it. All I had to do was drop. And instead I kind of just like cheated, kind of leaned into the post, and the puck goes right through my player's legs, and I just totally whiff on this save completely. And the second like the puck was released and I felt myself moving, I'm like, oh, I missed this, because I didn't drive my knees down. I kind of slid into it and I left my legs way open, and it's just an awful 5-hole goal. And luckily it didn't really matter and didn't cause us any issues, because my team overall dominated this game. So going on to these pants. So if you've been following this channel for a while, I have been down a path of replacing my CCM Pro Stock pants that I've had for years and years and years, and they're just beat up. I feel a ton of shots. I'm getting bruised in the hips and stuff using them now, just because they're so old and so beat up. And all these suspender holders on them, these things are all rusting out and ripping through the actual material. So I have to fix them basically every few weeks I use them. So it's time to move on. I tried to buy those Calgary Flame Vaughn pants. They ended up being too skinny for my unfortunately sized body, so I had to sell those and move on from them. I ended up finding a pair of blue CCM HG12 HGPGA 12s or whatever, 12As, and I've talked about them and how great they are. I haven't been able to find a black pair yet. So basically what I decided to do was buy these, because I've heard great things about these pants. Whenever I make pant videos, people always recommend, hey, check these out. They're fantastic. They're NHL quality, but they're not NHL price, and they're a lower company. And the whole kind of shape of them is kind of that 11K, like you can see it right here, with also some Vaughn in it. So it's kind of interesting, the overall design. I'm sure they would like me to say it's their own design, but you can see where some things were taken and borrowed from. So I decided to go this route. I actually went to their headquarters, talked to them a bit, talked to them about the gear, wanted to kind of get size first, and wanted to kind of talk about beefing up some spots. They did say they did beef them. I asked if they can put plastics and stuff, and they said no. So they basically just add extra foam in a few places and don't do like a massive plastic beef, which is something that I think you really do need plastic on a bunch of things, and they need to be beefed with plastic. But we'll dive into a full review of this later. I ended up ordering these. These are an XL -2, so -2 in overall thigh length. He said basically they just move the thigh up in here, so there's like, it slides up a bit more. And I should have gone with an XL or an XL -1, because I have had some spots where this is just a little too short and it's not the best. And with how the inner thigh protection is, it kind of just didn't work. And I've had some bruises from that because of the pants just aren't the right length, unfortunately. But that's on me, that's not on them. But it's kind of a coverage thing too, which again, we'll cover in the actual review. These are a more budget friendly option. I can't remember the price, but you can go online and check it out. Like, I got the stripes and stuff put on, and they were cheaper than like if you bought just a retail pant for most companies at like the top end pant. So we're gonna review this whole thing, but my spoiler of it is I'm still looking for pants, and we'll see what ends up happening and where I end up going with. But a full review of this one will come pretty shortly.
You're watching HockeyReviews.ca.